Okay, so... Ooh, fuck! Oh no, they get back up! I can't. Oh. At least I know what this episode's stinger is gonna be. Hi there, everyone. Excuse me. Hi there, everyone. This is Cole, and I'm here with more Hexcrank Live. Doing something a little different this time. Don't want to start up a big new game, because next weekend is a big event that we are doing, and I will not be able to stream. So, kind of doing two little one-offs. So, the theme for this weekend is horror levels in non-horror games. Now, both of the games in question are pretty spooky. You know, dark and grim and stuff like that, but... excuse me. There are a couple of levels that really stick out as being both very effective horror and also just really good levels in general. So tonight I'm starting with the Shalebridge Cradle in Thief Deadly Shadows. It's a 2004 game. I have got a save queued up to just a little bit before that. There's not an awful lot of backstory that you need. You just need to know there is a conspiracy going on in this city. Our main character, Garrett, is a master thief who's being manipulated, and he's chasing after this character called the Hag, who is kind of manipulating different factions in the city in order to get what she needs to, you know, serve her dark purposes. And so I'm kind of hot on her trail, and I need an artifact from the Shalebridge Cradle to get to the last mission. Hey there, Zicho. Hey there, Kanakabread. So let's do it. Hi, Max Point. Let's see here. Weird, having XSplit on causes the frame rate to take a dump. That's strange. Let's see how it acts when I get into the cradle.
The Shalebridge Cradle. It used to be an insane asylum, and before that, it was an orphanage. One night a fire started, no one knows how, and after that, they left the place abandoned. If there's a way to cram more misery into one building's history, I can't think of it. I'm here to learn about the old woman who attacked me in the Keeper compound. Drept said he saw the Hag here at the orphanage long ago, when his childhood friend was murdered. He's never dared to come back, but I don't think I have much choice. It's a thin lead, but it's all I have left. I've never robbed an orphanage before, and I can't say I'm looking forward to this visit. There's no telling what I'll find inside. I'm used to the dark, but this feels like a house with bad dreams.
Okay. So we gotta search for information about the Hag. Let's see here. I've got the briefing. We just heard that. To normal difficulty. This isn't too huge on... it's not too huge on combat and stuff, which is good because I have no recollection of how the systems in this game work. This save is mine, but it's from several years ago, from when we covered this on Watch Out for Fireballs. So, this looks like enough stuff. Cool, I've got the map, that's nice. So let's start. If the frame rate is still bad, I may need to save and then change the resolution down. See if that fixes things. It's not necessarily a game that needs to run in 1080p. I just kind of chose to run it in 1080p. So let's get started. And there's the cradle. Ooh, yeah, no, that's bad shakes. So let's save. Okay, it seems a little better. Fortunately, since there is not much combat to do, this won't be that big of an issue. Okay, I think that might be the way down, but let's see around here. I wonder if... it already kind of is the new Frostpunk. I put 26 hours into it this week. Basically, whenever I got frustrated with Sekiro, I started playing. I started playing Satisfactory. Because Satisfactory is about, like, ratios and 3D design and stuff like that. Okay. I forget. How do you turn on Garrett's crazy eye? One second. I'm gonna refresh myself on the controls too. Oh, fun. Yeah, this is one of those console games that is kinda not a console. Let's turn up the brightness just a skosh. Okay, so I think this cellar door will be the way to go. Let's give that a shot. It was better before. There are too many rules to remember. Don't go here, don't touch that, don't talk to the patients. Doctors are just as scary as the patients. Miss Arthur says orphans shouldn't complain. Hey, Mr. Reciprocity! So, one thing that's cool about this game is that there is no updating map. It does not show you where you are at. You just kind of have to deduct where you're at based on landmarks and such. Yeah, the frame rate is still a little rough, which is getting in the way of the controls a little bit, but it'll have to do. So yeah, for anybody tuning in just now, I am looking for evidence inside of what was once an orphanage that then became an insane asylum and then became a burned down building. Do you want The Shining? Because that's how you get The Shining. Oh, okay. There we go. Doesn't do much to help me, but what are you gonna do? Sorry about that little delay. I thought that I was refreshed on the controls, but I was not. So yeah, we're trying to get into... Case number 6, F. Topper, patient history. Entry 1, brought in by the City Watch, hysterical. Carries an urn that contains the ashes of what authorities might think might be her own infant. Refers to herself as Mama Topper. Could prove a difficult case to cure. Dr. Sandbridge. Entry 2. Efforts to take the infant ashes away are always met with the same self-destructive behavior. For now, we see no harm in allowing subject to carry them with her during a weekly walk exercise yard. Inform Dr. Hascombe I approve of the use of his experimental heat therapy. Ominous. And of course, I am a thief. So, I'm gonna thieve. Yo, Simone. Yeah, no, actually, there wasn't even like, maybe the controls would have been in effect if I'd found it, but I had, one of the first results was a PDF of the game's PC manual. Alright. Yeah, something about XSplit makes this game act all funkety, so I'm sorry if that is a bummer. Moss arrow, water arrow. Is there any kind of torch? Nah, doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's how I came down. Case number 7, C. Pins. Patient history. Entry 1. Admitted to hospital for observation and treatment by her family. Completely unresponsive to questions or the presence of others. Due to her sensitive age, recommend she be placed under Dr. Sandbridge's expert care. Dr. Hanscom. Entry 2. Told the family today that subject will never be well enough to return home. As proof, I showed them her cell, which of course is grotesquely outfitted in the same way as the murder scene. I believe on some level they were relieved. Entry 3. The board has decided to allow her continued visits to the balcony with her birdhouse. Okay, so all of this is interesting color, but it's not telling me how to get further into the asylum. And the map, as usual, she keeps her secrets. Okay, so not too much else down here in the cellar. Maybe there is a way to climb upstairs. Again, it's been about 3.5 years since I've played this. The dates in the save folder show late November of 2015 is when this save is from. Yeah, no, you can totally hear them all. You can hear them all weeping and wailing. Yes, this is the thief game that we covered on Watch Out for Fireballs. No dice. Yes, yeah, that was 2015. Kanakabrod asked, are you ever actually scared by games? Yeah. It doesn't happen so much when I'm streaming. There's a level of remove that talking and joking and analyzing brings, I think. Oh, here we go. Yeah, spiral staircase. At least got those notes downstairs, though. So yeah, there's a little bit of a buffer. Which is fine. So what I want to do, let's see, like maybe if I can just make it to the lobby. So let's see how south we can go. Ooh, apple. Oh, I didn't want to have my picture painted, but I was too scared to say no. I guess I did it right because he said I sat good and still. Oh, right, yeah, there are physics objects in this, but they don't necessarily make too huge of a difference unless they're bodies. And stealth is kinda out the window for this part of the mission. Stu, I got the whole thing worked out. First, ain't no need for you to worry. I found a real good hiding place for the bag of gold teeth. It's real hard to find, and anyway, it's in the morgue, and ain't nobody goes there unless they have to, or they's dead. Know what I mean? I figure a couple more days, a week tops, and I'll have yanked enough gold teeth from these poor dead loonies to buy us something real fancy. You just have to do your part, which is to find us a buyer. The kind that don't ask too many questions. I mean, you can't just walk into any old place and sell a bunch of gold teeth. Don't let me down. Desmond. Oh shit, I forget about this. Okay, so at least this isn't like a super complicated lockpicking system with failures. There we go. What is in here? Got a tiara and some kind of bag. Nifty. Yeah, I don't know if there's an awful lot, so I think that... So, they're worried about there being gnarly stuff with babies in this. There definitely is, like, stories about bad stuff happening to kids, but in terms of, like, the actual spooky things that you see, it's mostly atmospheric, and then you got some monsters later on. Okay, emergency lockdown portcullis can only be opened when the power is restored. Well, that seems like something to add to my to-do list. Okay, that's a way forward.
That didn't work. Maybe there's a fuse box in the basement.
We could go home, too. Alright, so let me orient myself here. This is the lobby. Yeah. So we could go up to the attic and stuff, too. Staff tower's over here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can answer the question what the scariest game I've ever finished is. I can only name one game that I put down because it was too scary, and that was Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know if maybe that would be one for the stream. Let me know if that would be like too. Let me know if that'd be too much, I guess. But yeah, the constant jump scare stuff just really wore down on me in a real bad way. In a way that, like, even some of the other varsity tier horror stuff, like Outlast 2, didn't. Let's see. Dr. Ranker. We all agree that lobotomizing several of the most violent cases may solve our uprising problem. Your silver surgical kit is already in the lobotomy theater, awaiting your arrival. Several of the other physicians will be observing today, so we can increase the number of procedures performed in the very near future. As you suggested, sometimes more can be learned from a surgery performed incorrectly, so we'll keep the training to a minimum. I had a chance to look over your surgical kit. Custom made, huh? Must be quite valuable. Don't let the patients know it's silver. It's sure to go missing. Sandbridge. Okay. Yeah, this is the way out the front door. Okay, it's all boarded up. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, for me, it was just like, I'm trying to think. It constantly struck the same note way too loud, and it was like that frequency started ringing in my ear as I played it. Oh. Okay, so the spiral staircase is like a central pathway through this place. I should probably... Let's see here. I need to get to the basement. Oh, so yeah, so I'm back down where I was. This might not be... Okay, maybe now that I know that I need to activate the generator, it will be activatable. Oh, Jala asked, what am I considering playing on stream? Conversation led to Five Nights at Freddy's being brought up, and I mentioned that that's the only game that I just kind of stopped playing, either because of the amount of scariness or the kind of scariness. Yeah, I have no idea how long those games are, though. Let's see. This looks like...
It's burned out. They must have kept a spare fuse somewhere.
Okay. So, looking for a spare. the storeroom would make too much sense. Okay, one of the notes mentioned the attic. I can probably find something there. At the very least, another note. Oh, man. So yeah, I said it at the beginning, however, it's probably bears repeating. I will not be streaming next weekend, because I will be in... Oh... Somebody wants in. I will be in Milwaukee. A strange knocking sound coming from the attic. Ooh. There we go. That's the fuse I needed.
She looks familiar. It's that keeper translator girl. But that can't be. This portrait must be as old as the building.
I can hear you breathing. Nobody here in the cradle does that anymore. How did you get in? My name is Laurel. Something changed when you saw my picture. That's why you can hear me now. I want to leave here, but I can't. The cradle won't let any of us go. Will you help me? They filled up a bottle with my blood. It's down in the storm cellar. It's very dark down there. Please find the bottle and drop it into a drain pipe so it will end up outside. It's important.
So, yeah. That's a thing. Garrett mentioned that this is a building with bad dreams, or seems like one. And it's also a building with memories. And if it remembers you, that's really bad. Okay. So, I have the fuse. My ultimate goal here is to find some of Laurel's blood. They have a vial of it. And that's all that remains of her here. But as long as something of you remains in the cradle, you shall never leave. So let's power up the Jenny. Where is the storm cellar? That's roughly where I'm at. Maybe once the lights are on, new things will be visible. Sound design on point. Again, sorry about the choppiness of the video. Yeah, this game does not agree with XSplit. And it ran perfectly smoothly when I was not broadcasting.
That's the cage where they used to put the new patients until a cell opened up. You should stay out of there, or the cradle might see you and try to keep you here forever.
That sounds like a challenge, Laurel. Cradle ain't shit. Hey, Greta.
This one must be hers. It's still warm. Great.
Okay, back upstairs we go. Max Point raises a good point about the world of Thief, saying they love a fantasy universe that is not the typical fake medieval. That this is, you know, fantasy, but it still has, you know, generators and stuff. Steampunk, reasonable people can disagree, but this is a steampunk setting. And we're just gonna have to be okay with that. But there's enough magic and stuff here that it does feel like it is somewhat apart from the genre cliches. Metro Hall says, no, it is not okay. It is not okay that Thief is steampunk. I don't know that I can help you. Heat therapy to ameliorate dampness in hyper-emotive patients by Dr. William Hanscom. Patients whom have lost touch with reality often have a marked dampness to their extremities, a clamminess of the hand, a sweatiness of the foot. These symptoms result from an excess of emotive humors that are trapped within the individual due to bile deficiency. Although electrical regimes are often used with this type of patient, I have also had great success with the application of heat. The heat must be of the dry variety, as hot water submersion only exacerbates symptoms by increasing emotive humors. The hot elements must be laid directly on the skin to draw away the excesses of moisture. I didn't expect steampunk to be so divisive in the chat, but here we are. Mr. Reciprocity, in my new heat therapy, we expose patients to just the most fire tracks, the sickest new beats. Something, something. Dr. Dre? I just want to... Now that this place is lit up, I want to look around a little bit more. See if there are any more apparitions. Yeah, okay. It makes a sense. Yeah, Jolly's real excited about this pizza popcorn that she's making. She's got herself some shaky pizza elements that she shakes over the popcorn to make it taste like cheese pizza. Okay, so let's take Laurel's blood back to her, I suppose. Okay, I do have a walkthrough up, just because it's been so long since I played this. I forget how this game kind of communicates to you. The drain that I'm looking for is by the front door, so I'm going to go there. Oh, yeah, so that's where some of the sounds are coming from anyway. There's howling in the pipes.
That's good. The bottle is outside now, where the cradle can't see it. I have to get rid of all my things. The cradle uses them to remember me. That's how it keeps me here. There's a ward here called Whitehall, where they kept the very bad patients. One of them took my nightgown back to his cell. It's still there. Please get my nightgown and then burn it up in the morgue.
Okie doke. Let's see. A Bandit Rain asks, what are your current top horror movie recommendations? My top current horror movie, or just kind of like things I would say, go and check this out, even if it is relatively old? Be very curious about that. I just want to make sure I answer the question correctly. Okay, let's see here. Is this the way to Whitehall? Oh yeah, that's the way to the inner cradle. I'm gonna go check the staff tower real quick.
That's the staff tower. Nobody is allowed up there.
Well, good thing I'm a somebody. A Bandit Rain asks, what spooks you? My horror movie tastes are pretty basic. Some basic ass shit. So don't expect too many surprises. A movie that I've kind of rewatched recently that I think about quite a bit is called The Descent. Some women are caving and they kind of get lost in this crazy hell dimension full of monsters and mutated people beneath Appalachia. That's really good. Came out like 2004, I think. I think Hostel 2 gets a bad rap. Actually, I really like that. So yes, let's go to the inner cradle. Jacob's Ladder, OBS. As far as recent stuff, Get Out and It are both really good. Max's point asks, isn't Hostel 2 the one where the ladies take revenge on the first movie's bad guys? I don't know about the first movie's bad guys, but it is definitely about some ladies turning the tables on some business douches who want to torture them. It's real good. I don't know that you have to watch the original Hostel to get it. Like, I mean, just kind of, you get the premise. It's a, place where people who are abducted are taken to be tortured. There's some really effective, just kind of gore, obviously, but like, something happens to somebody's eye in the first movie that still makes me kind of... Oh, somebody's walking. We got somebody walking. Okay, so we want to get to Whitehall, so we want to go west. The premise, Eli Roth makes a gore movie. Yeah. Aaron says their only issue with it is that the first movie is just the kids and the second movie is just the adults. They're doing the kids. They've got the kids back for the second one. Okay, so this is the Hall of Records. Patient register. Cell number 1, seclusion chamber. Wears a wax mask to cover his missing features. Confined to the seclusion chamber. Answers to the name King No One. Dangerous and intelligent. Patient number 2, cell 2. Allowed to carry a set of blunt utensils. Visits to the meal hall permitted under escort. Patient number 3, cell 3. Keeps an unlit candle. Patient has frequent episodes of sleepwalking that inevitably lead to the morgue. Patient number 4. Patient is allowed supervised access to his clockworking tools in a wooden box. He is allowed to perform repair tasks in the shock therapy room. Patient 5, allowed to carry his telescope. He is allowed to bring it up to his old observatory once a month. Patient 6, keeps the ashes of her stillborn child in an urn. Permitted to take her baby for walks in the exercise yard. Patient 7, patient is allowed to affix her wooden birdhouse to the balcony under supervision twice a month. Patient 8. Permission has been granted for her to give dance recitals in the lobotomy theater with her Victrola. Patient 9. Permitted to keep her tinderbox minus the fuel. Allowed to light the fire in the lounge as a reward for good behavior. Oh, shit. Another horror movie that I really enjoy. Exorcism of Emily Rose. Watch that. Okay, so the Whitehall Register said it was a he who took it. So he's would be in cell 1. Well, I can go to all of them, it's fine. Why are Hostel 2 and Emily Rose surprising? Oh jeez, that clock ticking. Good God. Okay, observatory. This again. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hi, here's our first enemy. Uh-oh. Okay, so... hey, Harvey Scooty McBoots. There we go. Yes, this is the asylum level. Yep, no, there's somebody walking back there. I thought my eyes were fooling me last time, but it is absolutely the case. Alright, so I'm gonna have to start paying a little bit of attention to stealth. So, for people who haven't played a Thief game or this Thief game, the stealth works a little weird, but it also makes, it makes some sense. So, that little compass down in like the center of my screen there, at the center of that is my light meter. It's a gem that lights up when I'm standing in light, meaning I am easier to detect. So that patient over there has a greater chance of seeing me when it's lit up. Also, walking or running on different surfaces will make more noise. I might be thinking of the first couple. I think they might have gotten rid of that for this. Although you do have moss arrows in this, so yeah, he's Jacob's laddering real hard. Look at that fast motion. See, so that jump tipped it off. Here we go. Alright, so something is down there, I can hear it. And dropping too far will absolutely alert it. But so will tromping around on it. Okay. So in this area, even though picking locks isn't really that difficult, it is time consuming. Not just in this area, but what we are seeing here. We've got those patients on patrol, and it takes a good 30 odd seconds roughly to get one of these things open. There we are. Okay, so that's the... One moment, people are saying the stream is weird and I can't see my stats. Yeah, drop some frames. Yeah, it's gonna be stuttery. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't pick up the artifacts until I know that I'm supposed to pick them up. But that's cell number 6. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Nope. Okay, so he's stomping on his hat like he's a sheriff at the county line, and... Let's see, do I have any kind of weapons? Do I have any flash bombs? Ah, fuck. Can't believe you've done this. Okay, he's dead. And I only had to use like... I only had to use like 6. I only had to use 6 potions to get it done. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I picked that lock and let him out. Out of that one, guys. That was me. I pooched it. Oh, fuck. Okay, which guy is this? Birdhouse guy. Alright, still looking for a cell with some dudes. Okay. Yeah, the stream quality is degrading. Once I get through this block, I'll restart it and pick a new server to stream to. Okay, I'm back. And terrible things are happening to me. Oh, another one. So yeah, that's one of the problems with this. Part of the problem with this little experiment of mine, which is the Shalebridge Cradle is a late area in the game, and I've forgotten how to play this game well. So, and we can see what happens when you don't play the game well. Seclusion chamber. I'm sure nothing awful has happened in here. Okay, yeah, no, there's a zombie through there. Oh, shit. Well, at least each tumbler is saved. Oh, that was a freebie. Okay. So let's pretend that I perfectly memorized that list of the cells. And I have no idea what... So the streaming program said, oh yeah...
Those bricks look a little uneven. Someone did some amateur work.
It said it terminated the stream due to repeated restarts. Ugh, creepy. Painting with no face.
The staff blamed him for what happened to me. They were wrong.
Okay, I got the nightgown. It was all boarded up. Okay. I'm gonna take it to the morgue, I think. Oh, fuck. Alright, so I've got to get out of the White Hall and skirt to the north to get down to the morgue. Going past the treatment rooms. I'm going to save. Yeah, this game gives a whole new meaning to Twitch. For you see, the enemies themselves have a pretty nasty Twitch kind of strobe movement effect. It's a joke, you see. Thank you for booing me. Yeah, I have no idea to what I can attribute the problem. It's probably just two concurrent things that I have no control over, which is frustrating. Why won't the universe yield to my desire to have complete control over it? Oh no. Why is it kneeled over like that?
Once I saw a man in one of the basins, all wrapped up in wet bandages. He heard me come in and started making screaming noises. I think he wanted me to help him, but I was too afraid.
Oh, it's like a water treatment room. Huh. I'm gonna let him do his thing over there. There is high-level loot that I could get, but seeing as I am not going for score or going to sell money, going to try and raise money for my next mission, I'm going to bypass that. Oh, fuck me. What you doing there, buddy? Shit. Okay, he's probably gonna try and walk past me. I think it's dark enough. Oh, he's a sleepy boy. Look at him. He's yawning. That's right. Walk on. Okay, I just remembered something. The lights only flicker when one of those things is nearby. See that? How does this work? Which direction? Shit. See me? Oh, yeah, he does. Whoa. Would you believe me if I said the combat in this game isn't very good?
You did it! My nightgown's gone. But the cradle remembers more than I thought. You can't get it all here. You have to go into the past, into the cradle's memories.
Uh-oh.
It's the only way. You'll have to pretend to be one of the patients, so the cradle won't see you. Each of the patients from Whitehall had a favorite toy that they liked. You can use them as keys to go into the cradle's memories. Find one of those toys, and I'll tell you what to do next.
Okay. So, we have to go back into the building's memory. I told you it was a good level, right? Okay, so... Ooh, fuck! Oh no, they get back up! I can't... Oh. At least I know what this episode's stinger is gonna be. Alright, so let's let's get out of this room pretty fast. Oh, he's back up. Oh, I'm climbing up the wrong side of the ladder. Okay, maybe just maybe what's happening is I'm stepping over his body and that's waking him up. I gave him a knife nap and then I am so rude as to attempt to interrupt it. Okay, yeah, so if you step over the bodies, then you're done. Seven Pains asks, wasn't this game a WAF topic? Yes, back in 2015. Those halcyon days. Okay. Back to this. I need to find one of the favorite toys of the patients. Hey, Greta. So they will be found in the different cells. I'm going to go into the past. Shit. Yeah, no, he coming. Yep, now you can hear him. Which way will he turn? What's he doing? Okay, he's walking away.
The staff used to catch him sleepwalking with that candle in the morgue. The toy you just picked up is a key to the cradle's memories. Now you have to figure out where to bring it. There's a special place for each toy. When you put the toy in the right place, you'll enter the past.
Okay, so I think I have to take that back to the morgue. Sorry I'm saving so much, I just don't want to have to recover a lot of lost ground. Because I am surely going to die. People in the chat are talking about something called Hope Punk. Mr. Reciprocity says, Hope Punk is definitely a thing people are talking about, although no one seems to agree on what it actually is. Wait a minute, people disagree about something punk? I did see the comment about a JRPG Cthulhu game set in the Wild West. I'm curious if I've heard of it. Do you know what the name of it is? You are not forced to answer if the name is solely in Japanese. Okay, the way I got down before was just through that elevator.
This is what everything looks like, the way the cradle remembers it. It's like a stitch in time. You can't die here because you're inside a patient. But if the staff catch you, they'll take away your toy, and you have to find another by the staff. Now you're back in the real world. Now will you get my diary? More patients in the real world. It's if you find another toy and bring it to the right place, pages, you can go back into the past. It's just the way I like it.
Oh boy, this is madness. This is madness. Okay, so let's do that again, except without me losing it so thoroughly that time.
It worked! You're in the past now. This is what everything looks like, the way the cradle remembers it. It's like a stitch in time. You can't die here because you're inside a patient. But if the staff catch you, they'll take away your toy, and you'll have to find another one. Now will you get my diary? In the real world, it's all torn apart, and we never find all the pages. But in the past, it's just the way I left it, up in the nursery tower. Please find it and burn it in the morgue.
Okay, nursery tower it is. Okay, I'm back. I'm real sorry about the internet problems. If you're watching on YouTube, you will not know what I'm talking about, but having a real hard time. Fortunately, I'm most of the way toward the end of this. So, alright, so I've got to go up to the nursery, which is kind of in the same neighborhood as the morgue off of the Hall of Records. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to save, because I just want to make sure. Yeah, I have no defenses. Those shadow men, if they see me and touch me, I will be sent back to the present, and I will have to go find a new artifact. This dungeon weirdly has like a lives system. When you are forcibly sent back to the present, the artifact that you used to go back into the past is used up, so you have to go get another one, and there are only like 8 or 9 of them in total. So if I'm seen, I really don't have the ability even to use my dagger to ineffectually try to swat these guys away. They play for keeps. Oh. And also, they do not signal themselves the way that the other enemies do. The lights don't flicker around them. Oh, in case people were not privy to the discussion about this, you know, just now tuning in or what have you, this weekend is kind of a weird theme I've chosen instead of an actual game. So this is, you know, Shalebridge Cradle is a horror level in a non-horror game. spooky game. I mean, there are zombies and undead, and it's dark and, you know, scary and whatnot, but Shalebridge Cradle is definitely a different tone. Similarly, Similarly, the Ocean House Hotel kind of fits a similar niche in the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines game. So tomorrow I am doing the Ocean House Hotel. Nursery Tower, good. It was a bear to get this game to work. I had to download patches and find all kinds of save files and see which ones would work. Eventually I just found my old saves.
When they started letting the patients stay here, there wasn't enough room for everybody. All of us children had to move here into the nursery tower, where the babies used to be.
Yeah. So the transition from orphanage to insane asylum was not necessarily a binary thing. It wasn't one and then the other. I'm just now learning and remembering for the first time, yeah, it was an orphanage and an insane asylum at the same time. Kanakabrod asks if I prefer this, if I prefer Shalebridge Cradle or Ocean House. Prefer is hard. They do different things, and also it's been a very long time since I've done both of them. I think that Shalebridge plays more in tropes that I really enjoy. Like, it is a kind of horror that I find really effective and thought-provoking, whereas Ocean House Hotel, we're going to see tomorrow, it's kind of a standard haunted house kind of thing with a backstory that is basically The Shining. However, that doesn't mean it's not cool. It just means that Shalebridge Cradle is more inventive conceptually, right? And ambition, when executions are similar, in fact, I think these games even came out in the same year. When execution is similar, then you can probably start grading on ambition. And I think that Shalebridge is more ambitious. There's usually something good on a pulpit. Incident report. Type of incident: death. Patients and staff members involved. Laurel S. Orphan. Witnesses or informants. H. Drept. Orphan description. H. Drept orphan. So Drept is the guy who gave me the mission to come here, actually. Description of incident. 2 orphans were playing in the attic of the asylum area when one of the patients must have killed the girl. A large amount of blood marks the scene of the incident, but no body has been found. A search is underway. The girl's playmate, Drept, insists the killer was some sort of hag, a gray lady, not a patient. However, since he is just a child, and without the other and without other witnesses or evidence to back up his story, we can only conclude that one of the patients killed the girl, then hid the body. Conclusion: we must enforce that no orphans. We must enforce the no orphans near the White Ward patient rule. We are lucky the girl has no family to make a fuss. Well, yeah, that's kind of gonna happen.
I was playing hide and seek with my friend Drept, but he never found me. Instead, the Grey Lady found me. I tried to run, but the door was locked, and I couldn't get it open.
Damn it, Mr. Reciprocity, you made my New York Times joke. I can't believe it. Okay. Back down to the morgue to burn up the bod. And by the bod, I mean the diary. To burn up Laurel's body of work. Mr. Reciprocity says, that's what you get for letting the dialogue play. Yep, you're right. I slept. Is that a note? They moved us to the nursery tower. I guess they needed to make room for all those patients. Drep says not to cry so much because it makes Miss Arthur mad. I wonder if it's possible to get over to... Oh, okay. Here's where the morgue is. Fuck. Ooh, he is tightly patrolling that furnace. What you doing, bud? Okay, what's he doing?
My diary is gone. Good. The cradle can barely remember me anymore. But it can still see the bloodstain in the attic. You'll need to clean it up in the past, where it's always fresh.
Fuck, now I'm a janitor?
Sometimes when the staff took patients to a treatment room, they wouldn't ever come back. They used something called dissolution serum to clean up afterward. Get it, and then use it on my bloodstain in the attic, where I saw you the first time.
Okay, dissolution serum. Okay, it's gonna be in the treatment area. Don't turn around. Okay, good. Yep, no, backward sampled voices on the soundtrack. You can hear it. I need to go north. North to get to the treatment halls. Fuck. No. Yep, nope, gone. Okay, let's go back up, and at least I know he can come after me. Okay, how can I get him out of there? Fuck. So Max Point asks, aren't there Nerf whistle arrows in this game? Yes, however, I'm in the past and have no weapons. Which is what we in the business call a tough cookie. Okay, maybe there's another way into that area. Back in the water treatment room. Alright, I need to look for the dissolution serum. So I'm looking for some kind of bottle. Maybe a vial? That must be it down there, but that guy doesn't seem intent on moving. There we go. Alright, let's back out and then go up to the attic. Oh shit, that means I've got to go back into the other part of the... Oh, I need to go to the outer cradle to do that, because the attic is in the outer cradle. I haven't been there in the past yet. Yeah, all the stuff people are saying in Sekiro. Yeah, you might be receptive to the things we say in the first real episode about the game that comes out on Sunday. I have to edit it tomorrow. From's relationship with their difficulty has gotten out of control. Yeah, people are, yeah, Harv is making points that are very well observed. You know. This is weird. I don't remember being this far south before. What part of the asylum is this? Oh shit, yeah, no, these are the... Yeah, these are the white halls. Fuck. Train to zone. Okay, I need to get to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to kill ourselves a ghost. And that'll get me up to the, that'll get me up to the attic. Okay. Fuck. Where's the goddamn spiral staircase? Okay, I pooched it pretty hard there. Let's, try something different. Wait, no, so that's the way to the staff tower. I still have to go through the security hallway. Shit and shoot. He's like right there, isn't he? Alright, so we're back up to the attic where the blood stain is always fresh. And I don't think there are enemies up here. Okay, I'm back. Hey guys, Spectrum is the worst. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. Internet problems aside, we're up here to scrub a blood. Did I save? Let's save. Can't save too much. Got all kinds of hard drive.
You did it! The cradle can't remember me anymore. We can leave now. Meet me in the lobby. I'll show you the way out.
And now I'm in the present. No time like it. I hear footsteps, and that is no good. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I can just go down the spiral staircase to get to the cellar. Oh, fuck. Wait, am I in the... No, I'm still in the present. Fuck. No, I'm in the past.
Remembers you now. You've been here too long. There's only one way to leave the cradle. You have to trick it. I'll help you. First you have to enter the past as your real self. There's a cage in the storm cellar. You have to go inside it and close the door. Then you'll enter the cradle's memories as your real self. But you can't let the staff find you. If they catch you this time, you'll be dead forever.
Yep, dead forever. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Incredibly good. Okay, where is the storeroom? Here we go. It's an elevator that takes you back through the timeline.
Yes, that's it. You're really here in the past. This is a different time, just before the end. You look like yourself now, and the cradle can see you. If the staff find you, they'll kill you. There's one last thing you have to do. Go to the top of the staff tower. There's an open window up there. You have to jump out. Then the cradle will think you killed yourself. But you won't really die. You'll just be outside where it can't see you. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, so back through the security door, up through the staff tower. Full of insta-death shades. Speak of the devil. Okay, I think this is where I'm... No, there's an easier way. I just didn't notice it before. Yeah, there's a ladder right there that'll put me right by the security door. Hey, Greta. Ooh, spooky ghost lights. Alright. So, we have to trust the little ghost girl. LGG. Is she on the level? Will either me survive this jump?
Something tells me there's no coming back. I should finish everything else I've got to do first. Something tells me there's no coming back. I should finish everything else I've got to do first.
I'm gonna steal at least 40% of the loot.
I should finish everything else I've got to do first.
I can't believe this. Really? And of course I had to do this when there was instant death on the table. $39%? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, one moment. How much do you love loot? It's normally fine in this game when I'm motivated to get enough to sell so I can buy cool stuff, but when you're doing just one mission and it stops you from finishing that mission on a stream, a little bit of a bummer.
She carried that jar around like it was a real baby in the exercise yard.
Actually, wait. Let me check my goals real quick. What am I trying to do? I need to find the dissolution serum. The problem with this, you know, I think generally getting caught in a thief game is fine. You can scramble, you can get out of it. This level is a bad stealth level just because the stakes are high. When you're in the present, you end up, you know, fighting enemies who don't stay down forever. You know? They're just real tough. They're not really susceptible to a lot of things that the regular people are. And when you're in the past, it's a kind of failure condition. An instant fail stealth is, not my favorite thing. Yo, Ben. Just doing some Thief Deadly Shadows. A spooky level called Shalebridge Cradle. And I'm almost to the end of it. In fact, I can just run and get... Yeah. I'm nervous. Is there a way to do this clean? I don't think there is. Okay, so we run. Here we go. And
I finally managed to escape from that place, but I think I'm out of my depth here. I saw an old portrait of a girl who looks just like that keeper translator. But how can that be? I only found traces of the hag. I don't think she's been there since Drept saw her all those years ago. So I'm left with questions, and the vial of blood the ghost had me steal. The ghost is beckoning. I think I'd better follow. This isn't over yet.
And we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and thank you for putting up with the bad internet problems. I'm going to call the company, see if there's anything that I can do just to make this even just more stable. Like, the base speed that I pay for is more than enough to do what I need it to do. But it takes a shit consistently after 20 minutes. So, I'll be back tomorrow with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline, specifically the Ocean House Hotel. If you're watching this, you know what to do. Please come back. I've been putting these on YouTube again. I'm working through a backlog of all those, but they're going up in bursts, putting them up a game at a time. So go to youtube.com/Duckfeed.tv to check those out. Otherwise, have a good night, have a good weekend. I will see you when I see you. Again, reminder, I will not be streaming next weekend because of the Midwest Gaming Classic. Okay, cool. Good night, everybody. Bye.